Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, my name is Diptii Shah and welcome to my show Artistry. So today I have with me a highly experienced empowerment mentor who assists both people and organization, Miss Michelle Harris. Hello, Michelle, and welcome to my show.
Hi, Diptii. Thank you so much for inviting me. It's wonderful to be here. Thank you.
It's my pleasure, Michelle. Michelle, first of all, could you define what empowerment means to you?
Empowerment, of course, can mean different things to different people, but essentially, it's really about being your true self. It can include feeling confident in yourself, having a level of self-acceptance and self-love. It's really having that sense of self-assurance about who you are and your place in the world. But also, in my experience, it goes deeper than that. It's about really connecting to that deeper part of you, that soul part of you, that soul essence. And once you connect to that, you start to feel an inner fulfillment. And that inner fulfillment then feeds into all areas of your life. And then you can affect change as you need in your life, not just for yourself, but for others too. So there's different levels to empowerment, as I see it.
So, Michelle, what are these different levels of empowerment?
So like I said, on a more, you could say, personality level, that's that feeling, I feel good about myself, I'm confident, I'm self-assured, I have a level of self-acceptance and self-love. And then you go deeper into that to recognizing that you're more than just this physical body and this personality. You have your mind, you have your emotions, but you also have that soul, that essence of you. And once you start to connect to that soul essence, you start to realize more about who you truly are, and that you're kind of connected to something much bigger than yourself. And then as you move forward with that, you decide that you would like to use this energy into all areas of your life. So you empower your life, you empower your relationships, you empower your health, you empower your family, you empower your work, your business. And then the next stage after that is more, I would say, on a more kind of global level, more society level. So you start to feel empowered socially. You start to realize that because you're part of something much greater, the decisions and choices you make can feed into having an impact on a bigger picture level. So this is where you make decisions and choices that are not just for yourself, but for humanity as a whole. So, you impact mankind as well. So there's various different levels of empowerment.
Sure. So you start from the personal level, and you go on to have a global or a universal impact, if I get it right.
Yes. Absolutely.
Yes. So, Michelle, who are the people that you work with?
So my work, I've been doing this work for many years, and I help adults. I also assist children and teens. My work also expands into schools and businesses and organizations. So the kind of offerings that I have are multi-leveled, and they can help many different groups of people.
So you have recently established your empowerment school. Can you talk a little bit about it?
So the Empowerment School is a platform of offerings for kids and teens, and it actually brings together many years of working with children. In fact, we set up the Empowerment Day Fest, which are one-day events for kids and teens, and actually women as well, in 2016. And prior to that, I've been doing lots of work with kids in meditation and mindfulness sessions and healing sessions. So this Empowerment School is a platform that brings together all of that. And it's an offering to really bring an education for the soul, and a more life education, soul education. Of course, we have our traditional schooling, but it's more than that. It suits and services children on that deeper level. And I call it the soul education, and the education for what I would say is the 21st century going forward, for this next new phase in humanity's consciousness. So in this on this platform, we have an online portal where I will bring together some other teachers and guardians who will share their own services. So, for example, I will have some meditation and mindfulness. We may have some tools for mastery, emotional management, bringing together some yoga, maybe even introduce herbal medicine. So we're bringing in different kinds of well-being solutions for kids and teens that is not, that's more alternative, that's outside the norm of normal schooling.
It seems like what we need now, like it seems like an urgent need, you know, and to begin at that kid level where you're open and ready to, you know, absorb new things and kind of life skills, you know.
Basically, yes. And yet it's, you know, as parents as well, it's helpful to parents, because in the many years of working with parents, they come to me because they get to the point where they think that they don't know what else to do with their kids. They are seeking alternative solutions. And if we can offer something that's going to assist them too, which it will do through this platform, then that obviously serves them as well. And then they can teach their children as well. So setting the seeds, planting the seeds at a young age, so they can use these tools and these skills that they will gain through the classes, that's going to serve them for the rest of their lives. So bringing in tools for mastery, bringing in tools to connect more deeply to the soul, bringing in tools that are really aligned to that deeper inner space of kids and children beyond the traditional education system. So I'm very excited, because, like I said, it's been a work in progress for many, many years, and it feels like this year it's bringing it all together to serve for the years to come.
So Michelle, could you describe your process in detail?
So as I mentioned, I work with different groups. So I have one project which is dear to my heart, is a system of healing that I have been working with for over 20 years. And this is a system of healing that came to me through my own process, my own healing process many years ago. And it's a system of healing that works with crystal energies and symbols that helps on multi-levels. So this kind of forms part of my sessions, if you like. I offer training programs and workshops in that, in the healing side. The other side is the empowerment side. So as an empowerment mentor and guide, I can offer programs and classes which share more empowerment, healing, and psychologically oriented tools and techniques, which help to empower you to empower yourself to create the life that you seek. And as an intuitive, I'm an intuitive too, I can offer clarity and guidance to people, because I read your energy and I help to unravel any energetic blockages and challenges that you may have, to find the deeper reason that you have it. And I offer counseling to guide you through it. So reframing your current situation to help you to heal and to move forward. And on top of that, I offer teachings in all of that, and also for schools and organizations and businesses, I offer well-being solutions, which include mindfulness, stress reduction, meditations, emotional management techniques, which service employees and staff. So my work with schools, for example, is not just with the students. I've done various classes with the students, but also the staff and leadership teams as well. So multi-leveled and various different tools.
Michelle, I understand that you have particularly written a book for teens. Could you please tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so this is a workbook, and it's a very, very short, very simple workbook, which is offering some empowerment tools and some suggested meditations to help tweens and teens, just to really open up their minds, start to plant seeds again, that's going to help them begin to access more of their strengths and more of their inner self, start to encourage them to go deeper within themselves, to access their inner power that then will fuel them for the rest of their lives. And I set it for ages 10 to 15. And in fact, it can be used with parents. I'd like to encourage parents to get involved with it. So you go through the workbook, which has different exercises and tools, and even parents can work with their child through this book as a bonding exercise. And it's a fantastic way for them to really help their child to open up truer levels of themselves. So it's been amazing. I didn't intend for it, I put it out there, and within a few weeks I had like almost 100 orders. It was amazing. So it's been amazing.
Sure, congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Michelle, you're working so closely with so many people on issues which are quite personal, right? And quite deep-rooted.
That's right.
So
Yes.
what would you say are the challenges for a person who is on this journey from powerlessness and underconfidence or lack of confidence to becoming empowered?
So fundamentally, the offerings that I have are based on my own experiences. As someone who was incredibly shy and wouldn't, put their hand up or in class, or wouldn't really speak very much, to going through this process and to get to the place where I am now, which I'm sharing this around the world. So it's for me, it's been an amazing journey. And so as part of this, I want to share these tools with other people. So to start, I would suggest, like I did, which was basically start with simple meditation, and also healing, starting to go inside to yourself, to access the fears, to start to work through the fears, the anxieties, the stresses, start to really unravel some of the constrictions and restrictions and blockages you have inside yourself that's stopping you feeling that sense of empowerment and fulfillment. And it's not easy, it's not comfortable at all. And through the sessions, I hold space for people to do that because they need it. They want to feel accepted for who they are, and to start to reveal these deeper processes. It's not easy at all. So I would suggest, going to someone, a therapist, a counselor, a healer, whoever, just to feel safe to be able to explore some of these deeper energies. Aside from that, you can also create write a journal. I wrote so much when I started. I had like boxes full of journals where I just wanted to release all my feelings. I wanted to write down how I was feeling. So you start to get in touch with what you're truly feeling inside of yourself. And then start also to focus upon your strengths. So looking at your strengths. And for someone who's very powerless, that's a very difficult, very challenging question to ask, what are my strengths? Because they really don't feel that they have any. So I would suggest you talk to people that you trust, just to bounce ideas off them, to start to unravel some of the qualities that you have in yourself, even if it's something as simple as I'm great at getting up in the morning, right? I exercise 3 times a week, to more deeper strengths, which is, well, I'm a sensitive person, or I'm really a really good listener, or whatever the qualities and gifts are. Start to acknowledge yourself in that. So these are just some very simple tools you can begin with, but obviously as part of this process, you want to really look at why you're not feeling empowered, why you're not stepping into your strengths, why you feel you're holding back on yourself. And sometimes it can go back to inner child or childhood experiences. Oftentimes it is, or even as a teen. It could be as an adult, you've used certain experiences, for example, as a mum myself, and with other mums that I have worked with, they, after having kids, for example, they come out and they're suddenly feeling they've lost themselves. So it's reconnecting to themselves again to build them back up again. Or it could even be past lives. I very much believe in past lives, and some of the influences could be from that. So different levels. My work is very multi-level. So it's working on different levels of self to start to unravel the layers to come into that empowered self, to ultimately connect to your soul. It's the soul really that's feeding this empowerment. So you want to start to, through meditation practices and other practices, start to connect to your soul, where you start to feel that self-love and that self-empowerment more fully.
Michelle, what is your experience? Do people who feel or have such feelings, do they easily reach out for help?
It's interesting because yes and no. I mean, I can go by what my own experience, of course, but also through what my clients have shared with me. I have had clients who said, oh, I've been meaning to come to you for years, and suddenly I saw your email and I thought, now is the time. So they suddenly feel inspired in that moment to reach out because they feel they're ready. Ultimately, it's being guided by your intuition. If your inner self or your soul is saying now is the time, it would be acting upon that. So I very much believe in that. So it's not about thinking you failed or you're not getting it. When you're ready, you will do that. You will take those steps. It does help when you have support network, of course. If you have a supportive partner or friends or family who can, support you through that process. Just so because it can be very deep and it can be very challenging for people. So I trust that people come at the right time, basically.
So there is a right time for everything, yeah? Divine timing.
Absolutely. Exactly.
It's a real
Exactly.
thing.
Definitely.
It's a real thing.
Absolutely. Definitely.
Yes.
Definitely.
Michelle, you're doing such a wonderful work. I mean, this is precious.
Oh, thank you.
And invaluable.
Thank you.
What is your mission now?
Gosh, that's a good question. I feel it's just really an extension to everything I've been doing for the last 20 plus years. And it's ever evolving and deepening. I'm very in tune with my inner guidance and my intuition and spiritual guidance. So if I feel inspired to create a program or inspired to do a session or a class or whatever it may be, then I will act upon that. I will do that. My work has gone from, as I said, private sessions to group sessions to doing online stuff and also writing books and speaking engagements. So I've kind of progressed through those different mediums over the years. I think this coming year in 2022, it's going to be more speaking, more teaching, more activations, more bigger group work. I will still do the private sessions, but I think that and I'm writing as well. I'm also being guided to write more. So I have a few books I'm in the middle of writing, so they will also come out. So really sharing more tools and wisdom to more people.
Michelle, news is that you're also co-authoring a book called My Voice. Could you tell us about that?
Yes, well, actually, that's coming out next week, so very soon. This is a book with 19 other women from around the world, each sharing a chapter in the book, inspiring stories of resilience and self-discovery. And I'm very excited to be part of this initiative. So this is My Voice Volume 3. There's actually 2 other volumes already as best-selling books on Amazon. So this is the 3rd one that's coming out. And in it is just a snippet of my experiences and my story, which I will hopefully extend in my personal book next year. But yeah, I'm very excited to be part of this wonderful initiative and offering. And actually proceeds go to the charity, the Children's Society of Singapore. So that's also a wonderful cause to add to that. So very excited. Thank you.
Wishing you all the very best for your new book and all the books that are coming and in the process.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Where can people reach you, Michelle?
Well, online. My website is michelleharrisinternational.com, and also through Facebook and Instagram and LinkedIn, Michelle Harris International. So yeah, people can message me anytime, email me. I'm more than happy to help. I try to offer some tips and tools online as well. So of course, it's all free. On my website, if people decide to join my mailing list, they receive a free meditation. Yeah, so always online.
Thank you, Michelle, for sharing your time and coming here and sharing your words of wisdom. There is a lot of help, available from your side to others. So I hope that people reach out to you. I will be linking all your social media website details. Thank you very much, Michelle. It was a pleasure speaking.
Thank you. And you, Diptii. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.